Hello and welcome along and welcome back to the forests of Sweden and Holmåkra. I'm still not 100% sure how to pronounce the name of this map, but we are entering into this area today because this is the area of land we own. What we're looking to do is see if we can get this so that we can clear this area. I think we need a little bit of light here. Let's see if we can turn on. Oh, look at that. So we added last time when we did this, we did a whole load of stuff with the lighting setup and made sure that we had a big lighting rig on here. And early spring, this is going to be really, really useful. Now, what I want to do is turn us around. So if I can, I think it's control. Not sure what is changed driving direction. There we go. Left control B. Switch our tractor around. And now it's getting a little bit confused with the beeps. Is the only thing. But we are the right way. So let's see if we can't switch over to the right bit. There we go. Getting this whole thing to behave itself. We're going to have to come outside here and do this. But we want to take as many trees out as we can today. Right, and let's just see if we can't extend that bit. There we go. Wow, that is quite a long reach we have with this. That we can go and grab this many bits and pieces with it. And I want to get that out of that mode. Press this. One of these allows me to rotate my head. So we'll see if I can work out which it is. I've had to do a complete rework. Oh, there we go. Right, back a bit. And down. See if we can't grab this tree. Let's turn on our harvester. There we go. And see if we can get... It can be a little bit fiddly sometimes to get things in the right place. Especially when you've got this much selection on it. Okay, so we cut length of 5 meters. Let's see if we can't get this to actually cut. So in order to do that, I think I have to switch over to my back item. There we go. And cut. There we are. And then we lift up. So it's a little bit more fiddly, this. In that you have to keep changing control groups and setups and things like that in order to get it to go right. Right, there we go. I think we want to have this sort of a little bit closer. Right, and then switch over. So yeah, there's lots of switching control groups and things like that. Oh no! We lost that tree. And this is where it gets confusing because we're continuously switching between groups. We're gonna have to get ourselves a chainsaw now and cut that tree into 5 meter lengths ourselves. We're trying to get this into position and get this right. It's just painful sometimes. But once we get the hang of this, we will be sorted. So switch to our rear item and cut. See, it's so many control groups to get this in the right place. And it doesn't, if you've got it in the right place, it doesn't immediately tell you. Unlike other forestry harvesters. So this is a wonderful all-in-one piece of kit, up to a point. Right, there we go, we can cut. And then we want to switch groups to backhoe route. Swing this round and there cut. There we go. That is what we want to do. And then we start getting some nice lengths of wood that we can collect up and do. Admittedly, it's going to be fun to pick this lot, although these are 5 meter lengths. So the great thing about 5 meter lengths is that we can just load these into the back of our truck. What I think I'm also going to do is create a group of logs that we can turn into wood chip, and so that we can chip those logs, because I think that would be useful to us. What I'm going to try and do at the moment is get this so that we're cutting. We need to cut these a little bit lower. So get that positioned a bit better. But we're getting the hang of it. It's knowing what control groups and what stuff that I want. I do like the cut on this. The cut on this is really nice. It just creates some nice, simple piles. It's got more control than you normally have on the forestry stuff, from what I see. These are good bits of wood. Or it may just be where we're working. But either way, this is working nicely. So let's get some more trees cut, and then we'll get some stuff loaded up and go from there. Okay, so I've got several trees cut down now. We've got a couple of mishaps where we've got a tree down that hasn't been fully chopped. Where I closed the harvester up rather than actually cutting the tree. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get ourselves in the hand tools somewhere. There we go, chainsaws. I'm going to get the McCulloch this time, I think. We'll go with that. Not that it makes much difference between these various chainsaws. And then we'll be able to just run down this tree, chop off these branches. Now I think I have the measure mod enabled on here, in which case we want to cut these into 5 meters. The great thing about the 5 meter stuff at the moment is that we're able to pick that up by hand. So that's what we're trying to do. Reduce these, sort of cut these down to about the 5 meter mark. Take the top off that. There we go. So these are some pretty big trees, to be honest. But once we cleared an area around here, what we'll be able to do is get this flattened out, start building up a logging camp here, give ourselves a start point, because at the moment we don't have anywhere that we start, and sort of just rework this area. It's a nice central bit of the map, this, that will allow us to basically work from here, gather all of the stuff that we want here, and then take it to sell. We should be able to get I think we can get lorries up here eventually when we get big enough for that. We should make, I think we're going to make about 20,000 today, if we're lucky. We'll get some big logs in. Now, do we have the measure mod? Let's see. I don't think I do. Okay, so I'm going to have to guess these lengths. Or alternatively, what we do is we take a bit like this, we stick it up against it like this, and then line it up, and give ourselves a good sense of where 5 meters is. Stop there. Yeah, fairly sure I had the measure tool enabled on here, but doesn't seem to be going. Planning to not have to do this in future though. We only want roughly 5 meters. There we go. turn the F1 menu off because we don't need that at the moment. So, yeah, take a bit of wood you know the length of. Use that to measure the rest of it. Whoa. Oh man. If you can handle the wood properly. Yeah. Now the last one, that will be going into our pile of stuff for doing the for wood chipping. So that'll be fine. It's the chunkier bits like this that I want to keep. And then over here, we want to go and grab this and move these out of the way. Probably want to turn the lights off on the Huddig as well. But we'll load up our trailer in a minute, and we're going to load it as high as we can, really, or the back of our TLX. Load it up as high as we can. Let's get a shorter bit. That one will do. This will be our measuring stick for this one. Whoop. Went right underneath. There we go. So that. Nice big bit of wood, that one. Yeah, there are some trees that are very, very heavy, and then this is a bit lighter. I mean, it's not light, but it's not too bad. Right, let's get that lined up there. I think this is going to be titled something like Getting to Grips with the Huddig, because we really are still getting to grips with that piece of kit. It is a cracking piece of kit, and North Modding Company have done a wonderful job with it. Those control groups, though, when you've got the cutter on the back, it gets very confusing, and you do a lot of tabbing through stuff to get the right section and to get the right piece of equipment selected. And I think that's part of the reason why I ended up dropping a couple of logs. Thank you. Because I was rushing through the control groups and everything, trying to get things to where I wanted them, only to find that oh no, I've pressed the wrong button, and I'm folding up the harvester. This is a very long tree, this one. Yeah. But these should give us a lot of money. It's going to take a little while for us to load up. It's why I've stopped doing that. It's one of those things where I don't know whether I should load up and sell a separate episode and just keep logging for an episode, or whether we should just do the whole cut it, load it up, sell it each time as we go to build our logging camp. I want to get this camp sort of established by maybe the 4th or the 5th episode, so that we are well on our way to being able to expand throughout the rest of it. We've still got 800,000. I think, oh yeah, we did say last time, and it is quite an expensive one. So we will pay off our loan today, because we don't want that hanging around our necks if we've got the money sitting in the bank. We shouldn't need to do that. While we're at a low level of equipment like this, we've no need to get the extra, to have that extra cash hanging about. And when we come to upgrade our equipment, we should be in a good position to do it then. So let's do that before we go any further. Let's get this loan paid off. Make sure that we have nothing like that. So yeah, 250,000. Let's repay off that loan pretty quickly. Takes us down to 580. So actually, looking at this, you could do this with this setup on a start from scratch. Dang, we should have done that. Oh well. we are essentially starting from scratch anyway, because we've not spent that much money, which is a little bit mad. Right, let's put the handbrake on and load up with some bigger logs. Oh, we have to do some Scottish tossing of the Khyber with this. Yeah, that's quite... Now this is the thing that worries me with these 5 meter lengths, is getting them onto the trailer. I can't even see that. Let's pick this up. Where's that? Okay, drop that. Let's give ourselves a little bit more distance. Right. And then put it onto here. I think it might be... Yeah, these 5 meter lengths are not great for this trailer. They do stick out the back quite a way. We're going to need something a bit bigger. I think we might look at replacing this bit, because it really is. There really isn't that much. It's a bit long for this, I think. Yeah. Let's go replace this stuff, I think. We'll get this. We'll get as many of these loaded up as we can, but I think we want maybe only to put 4 meter lengths in here, or better idea. Let's go down to the shop, grab ourselves something that is more appropriate for this, and I think we'll get rid of the log bit we've got on the back of here. Well, let's go turn the lights off in the Huddig first. There we go. So we're going to head down to the shop. We're going to switch this out because this is too small for what we want. We'll get something else that we can put on the back of the TLX and that we can use for doing this a little bit better. So the question really is, what can do this a little bit better? And the answer is going to be a proper logging trailer, I think. So let's open up the workshop here. It should be a good sell. I think we can sell this in here. So bring this in. Attach that. Open the other end. Driver out. And we can sell that. We can't sell. Why can't I sell that here? Okay, we'll just have to straight sell it then. Don't know where the sell. I would expect that to be the sell point, but apparently it isn't. So yeah, we're gonna have to sell this directly, which is annoying because we won't get as much money for it. But yeah, sell that. I do like that these are not too expensive, these add-ons for the TLX. So yeah, we need 2 things. From Forestry Equipment, we are going to need a new trailer, and I think I'm going to get one just without. I think this Kelsa might be a good choice. It's either that or the Malwa, but yeah, I'm gonna go with this. I've used this before, and this is quite a nice trailer. We can either get it with the chains or not. I'm going to go without the chains, with the bunk removed. Or in there, I think we will leave it with it removed. And yeah, we'll buy that. And then the other thing we want, we are going to get something like this eventually, but we need another bit of equipment to run that. And then under MISC, what I think we want is a tippet. Tip open takes nothing. The tippet will take what we want. Because eventually we're going to want to fill this. 6,000 or 8,000. Right. We'll give it 6,000. I want to buy that. Yes. Okay. And the reason why I want that is because eventually we're going to want it for the... we're going to want it for when we're doing other bits. Plus, we need something that's got a tow bar on the back. I'm not sure this has. I think we might have to run this first one up and then and run back because there's no tow bar on this tippet trailer, I don't think. Oh no, there is. Yes, there is a tow. Good. We might be okay then. I think we're going to put the regular one on the back. Put that up. There we go. And then we can get this back up, and we'll use this to transport our wood, and that will be a much better way of doing this. And back up to our camp. Right, hopefully now this should load up better. Hopefully. Grab one of these. I'll get on. There we go. And 5 meters is perfect for this. Yeah. There we go. Much better way of doing it. I'm glad that I don't. That I'm not having to drag these uphill to do this because the TLX did get it up here without too much difficulty. But I think if I had any logs in there when I was doing that, it would have had a very hard time getting them back here. As it is, these are going on here quite nicely, and we're able to put these on here, get them in the right position by hand is really good. Although, as long as I'm not mucking about like that, because that is just going to lead to trouble. But this means that we can get the bigger logs in here. We can actually get more logs back now. This trailer will have paid for itself within probably one trip, I think. Which is just going to be, excellent for us. And we're going to make heaps of money off this. When it comes to the bigger logs, we won't be able to pick those up. Those will be a much tougher thing to do. These 5 meter logs should be worth a really good, really decent amount of money. Come on, sit on there properly, please. Okay, don't know quite why that's floating a little bit, but it's all fine. Oof, God, work up a sweat doing this. But we are going to make a heap of money doing this, so I have a big urge to sing the Lumberjack song by Eric. It's Eric Idle, isn't it? Monty Python. It's one of those things. We're gonna fit. Oops. Dropped it. We're going to fit a lot of logs on here today. We're going to make more money than we made last time because these are all big ones. We're cherry picking the biggest and the best logs. I think I can fit at least 2 more on that trailer. Wow, yeah, really have got most of what we cut today into here. Yeah, and then we've got space on this side for at least a couple more. So let's load those up. Yeah, I think next time we might start getting some stuff done with doing wood chips. Get some wood chip work done. That's not on there. Now that's on there. Wow. There's actually space for another log up the top. Although, we have got to pull this with the TLX. The poor old TLX. The weight behind this coming down this hill is going to be massive. Or down this mountain, I suppose. It's going to be massive. Oh! Yeah, can't do much throwing. And that is way over the front. Is that on? That is not on there. That is not safe by any means. Right, let's see if we can climb up the back. There we go. Grab it. Okay. Whoa. Let's just grab a log out from the middle then. Did that go in the right place? No, it didn't. Right. Ah! Oh, tossing the driver over the top. Bumps in physics. Okay, you're going to sit there, are you? No, you're not. That is not safe. Right. That's better. Right, let's strap this down then. So there, there, and there. All nicely and safely strapped down. Time to go and earn our money for the day, because this is a very nice big trailer. We actually do have space for one more log if I wanted to. But I think... can I get one more log on that? I can. I can get one more log on that. Let's just pull this round. And then we'll re-strap it. One more log. Might as well earn the money while we can. Let's grab this one. Shove this one on there as well. Yeah, there we go. I told you to get one more on here. That is a nice, big, full trailer of wood. Let's go see how much our nice big full trailer of wood is worth. Just one more thing to do. Just connect that. We've got a stump grinder there. We're going to eventually have to get that out as well. Put our normal bed back on here. We don't need the other one until we're doing work with the grinder, with the chipper. That's the word I'm looking for. Chipper. Why could I not remember the word chipper? Yeah, until we're doing work with the chipper, we don't need the other one. We might as well put the Trail Boss frame on here. Have it all nicely covered up. Hook this up. Right, let's go see how much money we're gonna make off this wood. This hill is scary at the best of times. I am riding the brake essentially coming down here because we've got this massive pile of wood behind us. A really, really crazy gradient. And I just... oh man, this car just wants to go fast. But we're down. Oh, we're down. We are putting this TLX through its paces. But it's hanging tough for us and it should do fine. There we go. Wood over to the wood store round here. bring it into the sale area. Undo our straps. And see how much we get for it. Come on. How much is it going to be? 15,619. Absolutely brilliant. And I did say last time I was going to change the money on here to being euros, and completely forgot again. But at least we paid our loan off. We are back up nearly 6,000, which is cool. So yeah, I think this is where we're going to leave it for today. We'll be back here next Friday. I think we're going to try and see if we can get the wood chipping set up. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.